Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Ikasa here, and today I thought I would give a tour of my Minecraft world. This is my main survival world. So this is the one where if I'm not really trying to do anything with like buddies or anything, this is where I go single player in. So this is where I relax. It's a fun world I've made mostly just for my own enjoyment. I don't really I don't invite people to this world, so it's pretty much just me. Anyway, let's take a tour of this world. Now, for some background, this is Minecraft Alpha version 1.0.14. So chickens just got added to the game. There is no hunger system yet. There aren't even beds yet, hence the absolutely baller 3 by 5 bed here with half slabs for my bed. Normally, in later versions of the game, you would just have a normal bed, but in this game, in this version of Minecraft, you don't have beds yet. Anyway, so here's a lovely view of what we're going to be showing today. This here is just my basic armament room. I got some stuff here for in case I die and need to respawn and needed to fight some mobs. Currently, we're in peaceful mode. Because I kind of am tired of my creations getting obliterated by creepers, particularly during about the 30 minutes of which you don't really have any sound in the older versions of the games until the bug basically fixes itself. Creeper attacks are kind of common, so I don't really have any of the mobs enabled inside my city here. However, when I leave, I generally go into easy or medium mode for a little bit of mob hunting. This here is the treasury. This is where I store all my goods, well, mostly cobblestone right now. As you can see, and then I got a junk drawer here as well. From here, we've got my gajillions of swords. These used to be massively full of all sorts of tools and everything because this used to be my only base inside this game, which I should really get some cooked pork chops going here. So yeah. Anyway, let's take a look outside. So this is the base. It's not very pretty because most bases of this era were about functionalities, so the original base itself is kind of very distinctively functional, kind of a conglomeration of just random stuff added to it. I don't really spend that much time inside my capital base here, and obviously this is the Kingdom of Notch because I decided that the first kingdom in this world should probably be based on Notch because, you know, Notch created Minecraft. At some point I might make competing nations, but I figured that that's kind of inconvenient to travel to if the respawn point is somewhere around here and there are no beds to set my spawn point. So currently there's only one nation. Anyway, moving on to a little bit further into our lovely hold here, we have got the cafeteria slash hangout area, which I don't really have a lot of friends here at all because this is, again, my single-player world, but I kind of feel like there should be a community hub area for the any world you make in a Minecraft world. It's just the world ain't complete without one. So it's a really basic cobblestone structure with some basic benches and a pedestal area here. Over here is a grave. It's a monument to one of my beloved pets that I lost. I have pet rats. They don't live very long, and one of my favorites was Queenie. She was the cuddliest pet rat ever, and unfortunately had a tumor in her stomach that was not operable, so we kind of lost her a bit early. This is some of the various historical stuff that I've written down on this. Basically, just random events that have happened throughout the days. I have actually kept track of all the days in this world. It's kind of hard on this version because they don't have like an indicator, because there's like no indicator up here at all for like how many days old your world is. You just have to hope that you keep track of how many day-night cycles have passed by. But basically, I got some events here. like the fact that the base was established on day one. So basically that is this area right over here. Other things that have happened, obviously we got, the Notch Stronghold, which was basically when I started expanding a little bit into this U-shaped cliff here. This is kind of a hallmark of old alpha bases, is building into a cliff like this, because we had some really cool terrain generation back then. Other things that have happened on this signposts. We've also, the Notch landscaping tools, which is basically this little building right over here, landscaping facility over here, which is where we store all our dirt and sand and gravel. From here, Notch Keep, which basically is the inner walls. So basically these walls right here are technically the inner walls, and this is Notch Keep itself. So basically we have really very basic wall system built here. Basically I built them to be exactly 4 blocks high, and then built them like this to make sort of a pattern. This is about as good as it gets for the earliest era of Minecraft building, at least in my experience. You need a lot of cobblestone to be able to do this, and so yeah. Anyway, moving back to some of the stuff inside here, we've got the actual 2 first businesses within the within this nation here. So we've got Notch, Kingdom of Notch landscaping supplies and landscaping tools. This was the first one, and it's just a basic building I built, mostly just to store my store dirt and gravel and sand, which there's a abundance of in this world. And here we go up the stairs, and then oh look at that, we're inside another interesting little room. Again, no beds in this version, so we just have a 2x3 bed here with half slabs and amazing view of the cliff. Anyway, moving on. Let's check out some of the rest of this area. Of course, I'm currently playing in peaceful because I don't really want to get bombarded by mobs while I'm giving you guys a tour. From here, we got tools, of which we're currently completely out of shovels because I've been doing a lot of landscaping. You'll see what I've been doing towards the outskirts of this town here. This is a little bit of an outhouse. I think it's very obvious why that is there. It's because, well, actually, do Minecraft Steves ever have to do their business? Actually, whatever. Anyway, also over here is Ironsmith, the people that make the iron tools. It's the company that owns all the iron in this game and builds all the iron tools, currently of which I've been building a lot of pickaxes and axes. Let's go upstairs so you can get a view of the of everything from here as well. Fantastic view. You get a view of the Capitol building, and that's about it. I mean, fantastic view. Here is the Notchhold channel mine, and basically what a channel mine is when it's 2 blocks high, 1 block wide, just digging into infinity. I've got varying levels of channel mines here. Lower, even lower, and then this one's just a staircase to hell. So yeah, channel mines are probably the more effective way of mining in this game, albeit probably the most boring. But the reality is, in this version of Minecraft, with how monster spawning goes, delving into caves is frickin' dangerous, man. So here we've got my lovely house over here. This is the largest house in the entire map currently, and it's got a lovely checkerboard cobble and wood floor. It's got a backyard. That's pretty lame, actually, but hey, it's got a porch. I mean, this is cutting edge for Minecraft version 1.0.14 alpha. Then we got our spiral staircase, which is like just the most luxurious thing, and then we get a lovely view of the inner walls. Very, very pretty. We, of course, have a viewing spot for checking out the floor below us. And then, of course, here's the main room. This is the room where the king of all of this nation presumably lives. Yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, moving on to some of the stuff that I built towards the latter portion. Oh, right. Also, if you were wondering where the guy in the landscaping tools lives, it's up here. It's a rooftop house on top of the building because cliffside building is very vertical. And again, phenomenal view of the cliff. And a 2x6 bed with no half steps. Very, very peasantly bed there. Alright, then we go along our lovely gravel paved road. And we enter the second floor. And here we will have the main floor, or main pueblo, of our kingdom here. So let's take a little bit of a tour real quick of just the inside of the hold, because why not? So let's take a look. Here's the lovely bridge. We got the Notch Village Tree Farm, which is currently being bombarded by a bunch of noisy cows. So this is a tree farm. I think, need I explain more? We got a bunch of torches to make the trees grow faster, and sometimes the trees grow ridiculously large like that one. Yeah, it's a basic cobblestone tree farm, and with some pillars that were originally designed to force the trees to spawn into not mega trees like this one was. I guess I'll need to be doing some refining, because it seems like in version 1.0.14 they tweaked the way trees are generated. This is the inside of the tree farm. We got of course, our raw logs here, and then we got our main. This is where presumably our tree farmer lives, yeah, it's probably a better view than most of the inner hold. Just because you're rich in this world doesn't mean you get the nicest things. All right, next. This here is if you know what this is, this means you must be one of the veteran Minecraft players, but this is a spleef arena. Very small one, but it is a spleef arena. And the reason it's here is so that I could play spleef with a hypothetical other person that doesn't exist, because this is my single-player world. But I mean, come on, what Minecraft Old Alpha world doesn't have a spleef arena? So it needed a spleef arena. This is currently still under construction. It's going to be the town hall. Over here is Brutus's butchering, and this is the guy that goes killing all the cows. And speaking of which, these guys are being ridiculously loud, so let's just deal with that right away. Mob spawning in the older versions of this game is kind of ridiculous. But here we go. This is just a basic dirt hut with a little bit of building into here to make it a little bit more roomy. Yeah, and then of course chickens here and everything. That's fun. Alright, next we have the lumber yard, which is where all the logs get turned into wood planks, which is obviously pretty cool. It's a very basic building. Again, the ways of building things in Old Alpha is a little more limited. And then, here we go. Cows in this game are so obnoxiously loud. Anyway, 2x3 bed, chest, crafting table, desk. It's a pretty basic place. It's got a lovely view of the plains biome here, so that's pretty nice. Then we got not Joanne's fabrics. No. Joanne's fabric works here, and it's this is where all the leather and the wool gets turned into either construction material or into armor. It's very fun, and because presumably this person's living the high life of being very rich, he's got a big gigantic 3x4 bed here. So yeah. And a pretty decent view of the world, too. Now, let's go explore some of the stuff that's still a work in progress. Oh, this is supposed to be a sawmill, by the way, but it's really hard to make things look realistic when you can't use when you're limited in building materials. I'm thinking I might use half slabs to make this sawmill look a little more toothy, but and oh, by the way, in this version of Minecraft, random sounds like that just can play at random, and it really spooks me out sometimes. The sound engineering of Minecraft has definitely gotten a lot better in recent versions. Next, we've got the main area. This is the castle that is in progress. I'm still mining out all the cobble to make said castle. We've got multiple stories here. This is going to be going down towards the depths of the castle's dungeons, and then up here is going to be the upper floors, which will be more for like getting some glorious views of this Minecraft world. From here, we've got this plateau area first. Actually, I should probably talk about this area. This is the second level, and it's mainly for just doing guarding stuff, like, you know, being able to catch mobs and shoot them from above. I'm just going to go ahead and deal with this because I suspect one of the main reasons it's not respawning is because it's still physically attached to those logs right there. So I'm just going to deal with this real quick. That's a lot of stuff. Anyway, so over here is a lovely little spot. You can get a lovely view, almost decent view of the roof pattern I did up on this building here. This is still, all over here is still a work in progress. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do here yet. This here is the notched tower, and it is one of the main... I basically built this so I could go looking down in my world. So here's the barracks, bunch of 1x2 beds. It's you know, it's a barracks. It's not supposed to be that exciting. And then here we got the first level of the tower, which actually gives a pretty nice view of our base down there. And then up here is the top of the tower, and you can kind of sort of see what I was doing there, where I have some half slabs being used to add some texture to the roof pattern. I'm thinking as I build a little bit higher and more vertically that it's going to be really pretty looking down on the base from above. Also, you can kind of see some of the stuff I was doing over here. So basically that's where the second floor goes. This over here is going to be the third area. And actually, let's just go straight explore that area now, just to show you guys that part of the world. So, yeah. Oh, and here is just a little mini room here. It's probably going to be a resupply point for if I decide to enable mobs inside the inside this whole area for some fun brawling and stuff. But anyway, we got the same castle design here for the wall, for the retaining wall here, and then over here we've got we got the second floor, or third floor of our plateau, which is actually the first floor, depending on where you look, because over here it's actually just, this is the main level. So this is one of the exits of our kingdom. Again, there's not really much outside of this area because, well, it's kind of hard to explore beyond your spawn point. Over here, we've got what will probably turn into a room of some kind. And then over here, we've got a lot of freshly shoveled out area. A lot, actually. But it should give us a lovely view of the Minecraft world, so here it is. So there's a view of some of the stuff I've been trying to do over here. I at some point tried to level out this area, but I decided that this area is the flat area, so leveling out everything is kind of not really going to be worth it anyway. This is going to be a sand/gravel mine, because you can never have enough gravel and sand in this game if you want to be able to mess around with glass and stuff. And it's also a good source of flint, which is useful for making arrows. It's a lovely little area here. Oh, you can also go check out this spot here. So over here we've got a little bit of a raised area as well, and as you can see, it gives a nice view of what will probably be the town square at some point. So yeah, that is how this world's been going. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe. I will probably make an update of this world at some point, so be sure to check that out at some point. So see you guys next time.